I'd like to tell you a fact about Roblox that might come as a bit of a surprise. It was a shock to me when I first learned it, and even to this day, I find it so incredibly weird that it's the case. Roblox doesn't have a Lego set. Crazy, right? I mean, it seems like such a drop in the bucket for them. Kids love Roblox, kids love Legos, and Roblox has even collaborated with Lego for sponsored Roblox events several times before, all of which have been successful. And their similarities in style are undeniable. People have constantly compared the two ever since Roblox first released. They both generally have a plastic look, they're both stud-based, their default characters are both blocky, noseless, and have claws for hands. I could go on and on. Even in polished, smoothed out modern games like Walmart Land.
I have never played Roblox before. Some advertising, this is Walmart. You see what you've done? You've turned a lifelong, loyal customer into a pissed off Lego guy.
It's easy to spot the inspiration. Fun fact, some of the earliest designs for certain Roblox assets were drawn up by an artist who worked on various Lego video games. The two companies are inextricably linked at this point, and yet despite all of this, not a single Roblox Lego set has ever been sold. However, this doesn't necessarily mean a Roblox-themed Lego set has never been created. Enter Forsai, an extremely popular Roblox developer who's worked on several different well-known games over the span of almost a decade, many of which have been official Roblox events. He's a builder, a character designer, a Roblox toy, and an avid fan of Lego. If you Google his alternative username, CM4Sci, along with the word Lego, you'll find dozens and dozens of results. He's very active in the Lego community, giving advice to fellow builders and designing his very own custom Lego sets, all of which have received high acclaim from the community, and for good reason. They're very high effort, they're super detailed and professional looking, and they're very unique, sometimes pulling from franchises underrepresented by the Lego community, and sometimes being completely original. When he's not doing Roblox dev work, a lot of his free time is spent working on these beautiful designs and sharing them on several different platforms, including Reddit, Flickr, and at one time, before his account on there got deleted for some reason, a little website called Lego Ideas. Lego Ideas is a program offered by Lego that allows its fandom's best designers to shoot their shot at getting their designs made into actual official Lego sets available in stores. To enter the program, you simply create a design along with a write-up for said design, making sure to be as detailed, eye-grabbing, and original as possible with both. And then you upload them to the Lego Ideas website where people can choose to vote in support of your creation. Anyone can create and upload a design. It's pretty simple to make one depending on which medium you use. However, getting your design into stores is where it gets really, really hard. In essence, to keep your idea alive, you have to get a certain amount of supporters within the time that you're allotted. Initially, you need to get 100 supporters in 60 days. If you can do this, your time will increase by 12 months, which you then must use to get to 1,000 supporters, which will increase your time by 6 months, which you then must use to get to 5,000 supporters, which will increase your time by another 6 months, which you then must use to get to a grand total of 10,000 supporters. After that, some Lego experts will check your design over to make sure it's not a literal hate crime or something, and before you know it, your design will be in stores. 10,000 supporters is an incredible amount. Most petitions for legitimate social issues don't get that much support, much less a random dude's plea to have a company sell their plastic toy brick creation. To get this to work, in addition to having a great design, you pretty much need to already have an immense fanbase behind your back. And one day, in February of 2016, Forsai uploaded a design to Lego Ideas that would win him the support of one of the biggest fan bases out there, the Roblox community. The design was called Roblox Crossroads, and as the name implies, it was heavily inspired by the Roblox game Crossroads, one of the first multiplayer games ever released on Roblox and arguably the single most iconic classic game in Roblox history. Strangely enough, while this design isn't really a direct recreation of any particular structures in the actual game, I think those familiar with Crossroads would agree that it's still a very fitting design. The use of earth tones alongside garish, unnaturally bright plastic colors coupled with the naturally blocky look that inevitably comes with a Lego build captures Crossroads' style perfectly. Simply put, it just works. And apparently, Roblox thought so too, because on February 11th, 2016, a blog post was made on the Roblox blog by former admin Jack in the Blocks titled Crossroads Imagined in the World of Lego. It praised the design for its creativity, gave a brief description of the design, and most importantly, linked its Lego Ideas page, twice. They also promoted it on Facebook, Twitter, and according to Forsai himself, the actual Roblox website. This resulted in thousands of Roblox users flocking to the page, many of whom supported it. The design quickly shot up to 1,000 supporters, then just as quickly it jumped to 2,000 supporters. Over the next few months, Roblox and Forsai continued to promote the design, and it eventually managed to reach a grand total of 4,066 supporters. And then the Wayback Machine snapshots end. We don't know how many more supporters the design got after 4066, but it unfortunately wasn't 10,000. According to a Reddit post by Forsyth, by July of 2016, Roblox had stopped advertising the build, and the ideas page was pretty dead. And by 2019, the page was replaced with a 404 error screen. 4066 is no small number. An incredible amount of people's time and effort went into getting this design on the shelves, but because Roblox seemingly just lost interest in the project, it was all for nothing. I also think a large part of why more of the 231,000 people that viewed this page in total didn't support it was because Roblox never mentioned in any promotional material that doing that would be the one thing that actually got it into stores, but that's besides the point. And so, all that remains of this once widely celebrated project with thousands of supportive fans behind it now is a few Wayback Machine snapshots, a few promotional pieces from Roblox, and a 404 error screen on the LEGO Ideas website. Roblox has never proposed another LEGO set idea since. And you know what? That's an unsatisfying end to this story. A really, really unsatisfying end. And I think it's high time that somebody writes a new one. I still believe that this would make for an incredible LEGO set. It would suit Roblox super well, and it would earn both LEGO and Roblox millions of dollars from fans of both properties alike. But it's clear that Roblox doesn't think so. So, today is the day that we prove it to them. Buckle up, Forsyth, because your LEGO idea, the one that you probably spent dozens and dozens of hours on, the one that seemed so promising all those years ago, the one that got so incredibly close to hitting store shelves as an actual real-life LEGO set, will in fact be coming to at least one shelf today. Mine. Okay, so I started out by going to a shop on the LEGO website called Pick-a-Brick, where you can pretty much buy every LEGO brick LEGO has ever made for prices ranging from a few cents to actual money laundering. And then I began meticulously combing over the pictures from the Wayback Machine snapshots of the LEGO Ideas page, found each brick in Pick-a-Brick, put its name, color, element ID, and amount needed into a Google Sheet, then put the pictures from the LEGO Ideas page onto my photo editing software GIMP, where I assigned each brick I need a specific color and highlighted over each brick with its specific color so I could see where in the build each brick would go, making sure to keep a very organized color legend on the side, and yeah, that's not gonna work. Pick-a-Brick is a great service, don't get me wrong. I think we've all felt the agony of missing bricks from LEGO sets at least once in our lives, and if I had known I could have just gone to this website to get a replacement when it happened to me when I was younger, I'd have been over the moon about it. But if you're a noob like me and you don't know the names of the bricks you're looking for, it can take a while to find them. It took me up to 5 minutes to find some bricks on there, and it took an additional couple minutes per brick to put it into my Google Sheet and give it a color and all that. At 570-ish pieces, it would take too long. Also, judging by how it looks after just this one close-up picture, I could already tell this color legend was gonna get out of hand real quick. And that meant I would have to go with Plan B. Forsyth mentioned in his LEGO Ideas write-up that he created the design using a program called LEGO Digital Designer. This was intriguing to me. The fact that it's called LEGO Digital Designer would mean that it's a licensed LEGO product and probably would use the official names and colors of all its bricks. So if I could intuitively recreate Forsyth's models in LEGO Digital Designer exactly, it would hopefully automatically give me a list of all the bricks I'd need and show me exactly where to place them, which would make finding them on Pick-a-Brick go 10 times quicker. So I searched it up on Google and it's dead. Apparently it was retired in 2022, but fortunately LEGO gave us a successor for it. This is Bricklink Studio. It lets you build virtually with every brick and color LEGO has to offer, just like Digital Designer once did, and once you're done building, it claims to have an integration with its parent website, Bricklink, that allows you to order your design in real life. Hopefully it's as easy as they make it sound. If it turns out I'm spending my time virtually recreating a 570-piece LEGO set for nothing, I may murder someone. So I downloaded the studio, loaded it up, and started placing some bricks. I'm definitely liking this software so far. It's pretty intuitive once you use it for a few minutes, and once you start to get familiar with the controls and naming conventions, finding and adding new bricks is really a breeze. Alright, so this little top tower part here is done. You'll notice that the colors aren't really the same as in the model, like, directly. That is because some colors of some bricks just straight up aren't available in this program, apparently. Kind of thought that you could just customize it to be any color you wanted, but apparently not. So, like, if you try to change this support thing here to black, you get this little exclamation mark here. It says color unavailable, which is a shame, but we make do. I still think it looks similar enough. I think it'll work fine. Hopefully Forsyth feels the same. By far the hardest part was this roof here. I had to make like an entire diagram to figure that out because I just could not get the pattern down in my head, but I figured it out in the end, and I think it looks pretty cool. So now I'll be working on the rest of the main structure. That includes the greenery, the kind of rock work around the greenery, the sandy parts, the little bridge, and those cool sliding doors, which I'm kind of scared and excited to do, because looking at them, I can't really tell how to build them. Hopefully I will be able to tell, and when I do, they will look super cool. I've also kind of been dreading making the main part just in general, because there's not really any distinct lines so that we can see how the parts are like made up, like which parts were used to build them. But like, I don't know, I'm beginning to realize with this software that like the best way to go about building stuff is just to place bricks down, and if it matches with the real build, great. If not, we just tweak it as we go. So I'm just gonna wing it, and hopefully it'll work out.
3 hours later.
I should not have winged it. I probably should have taken a bit more time to fully explore this software before diving into the deep end that is this project, because apparently it has a few limitations that I didn't know about. Remember that brick color snafu that I just mentioned, where apparently some colors of certain bricks aren't available, and I said it would be fine because as long as the colors are similar, I don't think it really matters too much? Well, apparently the colors for this project are gonna have to be a bit more limited than I thought, and much like 99% of all other problems in this world, the reason for that is a little thing called money. Up to this point, I've kind of just been laying down bricks and not bothering to check their prices, because that's not something I knew you could do in this software, and also I guess I was just kind of assuming that it wouldn't matter too much. We're dealing with Lego bricks here, tiny pieces of plastic. They couldn't be that expensive, right? Ah, I see. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea why, but depending on the brick you choose, the same brick that costs a couple of cents in one color can cost several dollars in another color. And I'm a college student, so every dollar I spend here is basically the equivalent of having an organ removed. With 570 bricks, any price above $1, maybe $2 max is just not doable. And even then, I can only handle a few bricks costing that much. These are Legos, they should only cost a few cents each. Even close to 50 cents is kind of pushing things in my book. So we're gonna have to get a bit more creative with our color choices. Basically, I'm just going to be selecting the cheapest color that still kind of looks natural in the structure it's in, and hope that in the end, everything still looks vaguely similar to the original. Alright, so here is our completed main structure. I'm pretty happy with its similarity to the original model. I think we got it down almost exactly, except for the colors, of course. The colors are a little bit different, but I think it still fits the Crossroads vibe pretty well. We've got a few fun surprises here that I think are going to be pretty fun to play with, such as the sliding doors. Yes, I did manage to figure out how to build these. Kind of a nightmare finding this like brick-like texture, but it was worth it. We also have this secret here that you're not really supposed to know about yet, but you know what, I think I'll tell you anyway because you're so cool. It's a falling over tree. If you press down this lever, it will push up this. There's a knob on the inside and it will knock over the tree. It'll knock over the piece of ground that the tree is standing on and in the process knock over the tree. So it's not exactly a realistic tree knockdown, but you know, it's really the best you can do with Legos. So pretty much all that's left to do here is build a couple more small structures, which may or may not have some surprises of their own, and then we're pretty much done. Well, done with the original model at least. There's still so much goddamn stuff we gotta do. Hey guys. Our digital model is finally done. I'd say in total it took me roughly a day to build. As promised, we do have some interesting surprises in the castle and the trampoline. If you pull down on this totally inconspicuous cluster of dynamite on the wall, the sort of door-looking area will get knocked down by this little plastic part here. I also built all the minifigures. I thought I would end up having to either not include these or have them custom made for a butt ton of money, but as it turns out, Bricklink Studio has quite the catalog of minifigure pieces to choose from. Granted, they're all pretty expensive. In fact, the crest part on the knight helmet would have been so expensive in the color I needed it in that I kind of just had to leave it out entirely, and also some of the hairs I needed were straight up not in the catalog, so I had to settle for similar looking ones, but all in all I think they're pretty doable. They even had all the gears I needed, except for this pirate cutlass thing, but that's not in the main gears diagram, so I'm gonna take that to mean it's optional. And so, after hours and hours of work that probably would have amounted to only a couple of hours if I had actually had experience with the software, it was finally time to order my bricks, which turned out to be easier said than done. I clicked this button with a shopping cart on it, thinking that it was the buy button, but instead of taking me directly to a place where I could buy all the bricks at once like I thought it would, it created a quote-unquote wanted list of all the bricks, and at the top of that was a button that said buy all. I think I'd been assuming up until this point that Bricklink was some massive Lego retailer that had pretty much every Lego brick you could want in one centralized business, but as it turns out, it's more like Etsy for Lego nerds. There are hundreds and hundreds of individually run stores on the site. Some have new bricks, some have used bricks, some are in the US, some are international. It's not a centralized retailer at all, it's just a tool to help connect you with the right small business that has what you need for the cheapest cost. And as someone who gets completely overwhelmed when I'm forced to choose between more than like 3 things, I had absolutely zero idea how to navigate it, so I decided to just click this auto select button and hope for the best. Apparently this option is meant to automatically fulfill your order for the cheapest price possible, including shipping. Our order accidentally came out to 679 parts total, which I might have avoided if there was actually visible lines between the bricks Forsyth. This Lego Haunted Mansion set is 680 pieces, and someone's currently selling it on eBay for $40. Since this is a custom set, I knew it'd probably be way more, like probably around 100, maybe even 120. But you know what? I was willing to eat that cost, because I'm not just doing this for me. I'm doing this for Forsyth and the rest of the Roblox community who never got the Lego set that they deserved. So I clicked that button, and I watched that loading symbol load for like 5 minutes, and then, finally, it showed me my grand total of $244.47. Huh? Excuse me? Pardon? For around that same money, you can buy this fully furnished Lego reenactment of the literal mansion from the Home Alone movie. It's 3,955 pieces, nearly 6 times the amount of the Crossroads set, and it comes with the van that the criminals drive, Kevin's treehouse, minifigures of all the characters, and even a little trap for the bad guys. And it also, coincidentally, happens to be from the LEGO Ideas series. I'm sorry, but this could not stand. That number was out of my budget. I just could not justify spending that much on something I knew I was getting ripped off so hard on. I'd been trying to avoid doing this because I knew it'd take forever, but desperate times call for desperate measures. It was time to raid the Horde. So, despite what you might think, judging by how clueless I am with the LEGO website and Bricklink, I actually happen to be a pretty big fan of LEGO, and I have been ever since I was a kid. When I was younger, LEGO sets were one of the main things I would ask for Christmas and birthdays, and they were what I spent a lot of the money I'd get from those holidays and other special occasions on. Even to this day, at the ripe old age of 19, I sometimes still get LEGO sets from a relative or two for those occasions, even though I don't really seek them out or spend my own money on them anymore. As a result, I have several LEGO sets on display around my house, and as I'm sure other big LEGO fans can relate to, I probably have an equal or greater amount in storage and/or sitting in pieces in these bins. This is the Horde. It's a mishmash of extra pieces from all the sets I've gotten and old sets that have somehow over the years gotten smashed. I wasn't as careful as I could have been with my sets if you couldn't tell. This bin in particular is filled with nothing but the finely pureed bones of ancient sets of Nitro past. There are multiple thousands of bricks in here, and I knew that at least some of them had to be the ones I needed for this build. If I could pick out enough from my Horde, I could potentially eliminate some of the stores I'd need to shop from, decreasing this build's overall cost substantially. So I spent the majority of the next day existing on my basement floor like a hobgoblin, sifting through each brick in the Horde and cross-referencing it with my wanted list to see whether or not I had any use for it. In the end, I don't think I got quite as many bricks as I was hoping for, but I was still decently satisfied. I found some surprising things that I'd completely forgotten I had, like this pirate hat, which is better looking than the one I was going to use, and all 3 of the ladders I needed. And I also ended up making some last-minute changes to a few colors in the build so that I could use some particularly helpful pieces I found in the Horde and they wouldn't clash with the pieces I'd have to buy. Once I was done, I pressed auto-select on my updated wanted list, waited for it to load, and $82.69 domestic plus $56.06 international adds up to a grand total of $138.75, which is still a pretty big ripoff, but much less so. And I also had to buy a couple of extra minifigure legs from this store to meet their minimum buy requirement, at which point they revealed their shipping and handling costs, which brought the subtotal up to more like $155, and also that didn't factor in sales tax and mystery shipping costs from this weird Polish store, but just ignore that, it's fine. And after around a month of waiting, the bricks finally arrived. All right, what up? Welcome to the Lego Building Studio. Fern, Jay are here to help me build this Lego set. Also, this is a new mic. I spent like $200 on it. It would have been $400 new, and it sounds terrible because we are in a completely untreated room. Promise it'll sound much better in the outro. So here we have Legos. Let's open them and see what we got.
Oh, I love box of green.
Box of green. This is gonna probably go on like the greenery part. We are creating so much land waste.
I know. I feel really bad.
It's okay, I'll eat it all afterwards.
Okay. How much do you guys know about Roblox, by the way? Because these are just my normal friends. They're not Robloxians.
I've played on and off for like 7-8 years, so I've played a while. I've watched a fair amount of Nitro's videos, so I know the in deep of the lore.
You want to shout out your account?
Flamingo_107. Woo.
I've been playing for 10 years. I'm better than you, loser.
That's Avi. He's behind the camera.
I play Sanrio Cafe.
Pumpurin is what you were trying to get, right?
It was. I think it's done now.
It was 50k stock. It can't be done.
What's the Tower of Hell game? I was trying that recently.
Are you talking about Jupiter's Tower of Hell, or are you talking about regular tower? Okay. A lot of the audience is probably gonna cancel you for that.
Is it bad?
No, it's not a bad game, but it's very controversial. There's just like, I don't even know the drama myself, but I know that there is drama.
New video idea.
Michael Reeves, eat your heart out. We're the best package openers on YouTube. We got some orange in here. Oh yeah, that's the trampoline.
Okay, what is the point of putting packing peanuts in this? Nothing's gonna break.
Wait, I want one.
These Legos are very fragile. They are made of glass, believe it or not.
I understand, bro.
That's what you get for shopping at the Bricklink glass store. You dummy!
That's actually how you get cancer.
You are going to die, like legitimately. You do realize that you are on camera.
Yeah, I know.
Your sins are being recorded at this very moment in time.
Are you gonna wanna spit that out?
For what?
I'm slowly but surely figuring out my own creation.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Girl boss, bestie.
Stop munching the Cheetos.
I like them.
You must restrain yourself. You must practice abstinence.
I'm gonna throw your Cheetos out the window. Eat styrofoam packing peanuts instead.
Us doing manual labor by building this, and Avi ruins all of the film by eating. Entire time you just hear Avi munching.
It's 12:30 a.m. Okay, am I cool to do the tree now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do they have like a Mario game where like Mario goes through puberty?
I might just put that in with zero context.
I think that'd be funny.
That's the only thing Avi ever says, but there's like a montage of Avi like making chip sounds, and then
Yeah, believe it or not, all of the vocals you have heard since the start of this video were recorded before I left to college. It is now 1 month later. We are at college. I'm tired.
hi tired.
Hi, tired. I'm dad.
I'm Fern.
Oh.
Why?
Oh.
Are you my dad?
No. For those of you who haven't unsubbed already, what's your favorite Lego set? Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know how you like the face cam. I have only shown you guys my face like 3 times, including the one in this video, and one of them was on Twitter. So...
Twitter.com?
Well, no, now it's X.
X.com?
We
No,
can't
call
say
it
Twitter. Elon Musk will come for our skin.
If it was a video, then you would have posted an X video.
This is such an interesting way it's designed.
It is. It's very interesting. And probably bad.
Did you know Lego is a combination of the word leg and gots? It means got your leg.
That's a very insightful fact. That is going to attach to the base of the tower that Fern is currently building.
Hey, look, Look, the tiny sand castle is done. There's something secret going on here.
There's a little bit of a secret thing that you actually already know about because I told you about it earlier in the video, but you're gonna see it in action.
That's our reward for finishing this, is getting to play with it.
Yes.
Yay.
Look at how they designed this. Oh.
I think we don't pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm learning that slowly.
Go check it. Check out my kickflips.
This tree is like legitimately heavy. Like,
Yeah, it's good. So when it falls, it's good.
yeah, if a tree falls in a Lego forest, it does in fact make a sound. It sounds like this.
Though I will say I think there might be a slight design error.
A slight probably. Do you guys think this is a fine tree?
Yeah,
That
that
looks
was
true
fine.
enough.
I'm going to demonstrate the Lego tree falling. This is a momentous occasion. Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the worst tree of all time, built in Lego,
And gentle.
has successfully fallen.
You know how like Roblox trees are like a circle and then like a brick, like a tall like 1x1 stud brick.
Yeah, that's what Forsyth was going for,
Yeah.
but I have no idea how he did it,
Yeah.
and I did it badly. Whatever.